Hello wonderful human beings and welcome back to my channel. It is currently day 100. 100 days down of my 1 year off the beer challenge. That is crazy. I know it's not technically a third of the way through, but 100 days, it's a milestone. So I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I just wasn't sure when exactly I would do it and how much I would reveal. But I thought on day 100, I would tell you the reasons why I went off the drink. In my introduction video, I touch on some reasons why I decided to go off the drink. I said for mental health reasons, but I didn't really go into much detail about that. So I thought I'd make a video going into the specific reasons why I decided to go off the drink for a year. Because what I did tell you is true. It was for mental health reasons, but there's a little bit more to it. And be warned, I may not come off in a great light in this video. I guess I'll go back to when I first got the idea of going off the drink, which was last June, the start of last June, so nearly a year ago. I was at a house party with a bunch of my friends. It was one of my good friends' birthday. His house parties are always really good because he has a conservatory with like a bar in it and a pool table, and there's like a dance area, which I haven't actually danced in yet because it was a jacuzzi before. I will dance on it sometime. And it's just a really good vibe, and I always really enjoy his parties. So I already was in an amazing mood because I knew it was going to be a good time. I also was having one of my hot days where I looked in the mirror and just felt amazing. I said, oh, I look great and I'm ready for this party. So I was just on cloud 9, feeling good about myself, just really happy with life. Everything was perfect. At house parties, I tend to drink a little more because it costs less and there's always drink like floating around, and it's just, I just get in such a good buzz at a house party, so I just keep drinking, not really thinking about it, just kind of like, oh, I want another drink because my one's run out. So I did drink quite a lot at this party, but I was in good form. I was in really good form. But because I was feeling very good about myself, I was very flirtatious with a lot of people. And that's not really that unusual for me because I'm a flirtatious person anyway. But I felt like I was a bit too flirty, like it was too full on at this party. I don't know what it was. I think it was just a combination of the drink and me feeling really good. And there was 3 guys there that were probably the most influential guys in my dating life. They were all gathered in one room and my emotions clearly went fucking everywhere. My first love was there. My guy that got away was there. And the guy that I was absolutely crazy for, like literally crazy for 2 years, was there as well. So I had all of these people here, and then a couple of guys that I kind of had a thing with briefly. So yeah, a lot of feels in one room. There was also one guy there that I didn't really have a thing with. We kind of fancied each other when we were younger, and we hung out a few times, but we never actually kissed. And I really don't know why nothing ever happened between us, because we did like each other and we were both single at the time. And I don't know why nothing came of it, but it didn't. So I was talking to this guy for quite a bit of the night. We were just reminiscing. We were just like old friends. It wasn't like a thing, but I was being flirty, but I was being flirty with everyone. Every single one of that party I was pretty much being flirty with because I was feeling good about myself and it was harmless. Long story short, there was a kiss at the end of the night when I was going home. And I don't really want to go into too much detail about it. It was very brief, and we just decided to never mention it again to each other. The moment I left that house, I broke down and cried so hard. I couldn't believe that it happened. I was still absolutely hammered. I didn't know what really happened. I didn't really believe that it happened, but it did. And I felt awful. I felt like the worst person in the world, and I spent that whole next day crying. Staying in bed and crying, wouldn't talk to anyone really. I just felt sick. I phoned my boyfriend straight away and I told him everything. I told him all the details of the story, and he somehow said it was okay and forgave me. But I know that if I wasn't drunk, I would have been able to stop that kiss. I would have been able to react a lot quicker than I did. I kind of didn't know what was happening when it was happening. I should have been able to step back and say, whoa, 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 when I knew it was happening. But I waited till after, which was stupid. And I felt really, really awful. And I still feel awful every time I think about it. It's horrible. And like I said, it was only very, very brief. It didn't mean anything. It's mostly been erased from my memory. But I just never wanted to be in that situation, and it happened, and I just felt so guilty for weeks after it. Even now I feel horrible because I haven't thought about it in quite some time. No matter how brief it was still so bad. It kind of made me rethink the whole drinking thing and kind of decide that I needed to go off it and just kind of sort my head out, because there's clearly some underlying issues there that I need to work out with myself. So that was June of last year. It took me 6 months to actually come off it. I did go off it for a month after that, but then things were coming up, like a hen party, my sister's wedding, like a few friends were visiting, it was Christmas. It just made sense to start on the 1st of January. So from June to December, I was still drinking, and sometimes I would drink very heavily. And I did notice that I kept on getting really, really upset over silly things, but really, really down, and it would affect me the whole next day as well, because I'd feel guilty for being so upset, and if I said something to someone, I'd feel really guilty for whatever I said and apologize to them, even if it was just me being upset. I just don't want to be a burden on other people. I don't want to be pushing problems on top of them when they're not even real problems. I was clearly going through something, and I wasn't owning up to it when I was sober. I don't want to go into like all the reasons why I was upset, but one of them was being away from home. For some reason, it was getting to me a lot in those 6 months. I was getting very, very upset, and I thought maybe I want to go home. Maybe I want to pack up my life in Scotland and move back home. Maybe that's what I need. And I kept on getting those thoughts when I was drunk, and really bad. And it was like I made up my mind when I was drunk that I was going to go home and leave everything behind, because I have friends and family there. I felt like I'd be happier there, because I was comparing it to all the times I do come home and people make an effort to see me and I always have something planned. But I failed to take into consideration that the grass is always greener. So if I move there permanently, it may not always be the same. But when I was drunk, I couldn't have that perspective, which is stupid, because I always go back to see them and I always make an effort for the special things. It's really easy to go back to Dublin. It's a very quick flight. You know, I know that when I'm sober, I know. But when I'm drunk, everything becomes blown up and I can't see the full picture, which kind of scares me a little bit, because then I will start saying things and doing things because I'm in this irrational state and I can't look at things the whole way around. So I thought that a year off the alcohol to sort out my feelings and my thoughts and gain some perspective on my life would be the most beneficial thing for me. So that's currently what I'm doing. I'm trying to sort out my feelings, my thoughts, so that when I do go back on the drink, I will know how I feel and I can have only positive experiences when I'm drinking. There's no real reason why I picked a year, other than I had done 3 months off the alcohol before, so I wanted to challenge myself even further. So I decided to go for a year. I've already started sorting out like a lot of stuff in my head, so the year isn't probably necessary, but I'm going to stick with it. Just a full detox can't do me any harm anyway, because I have been heavily binge drinking since I was about 14 years old. So I think my whole body deserves a little bit of a rest. My mind, my liver, my kidneys, all those things. They all need a rest. I also feel that it is a good challenge for me to see how I cope in social situations without drink. I'm very curious to see how I interact with my friends, my family, or even new people that I haven't met before without the aid of alcohol. Another thing that was getting to me when I was drunk, I was thinking that my friends only like me when I'm drinking. They only think I'm fun when I'm drinking. I'm no fun when I'm not drinking. And that is a very unhealthy way to think, and I don't like thinking like that. So I wanted to prove to myself that I am still fun when I'm drinking. I can still be crazy and weird and have the best time with my friends when I'm completely sober, and that they enjoy being around me when I'm sober as well. So there's a lot of factors that contributed to me deciding to go off the drink, but those are the main ones. So basically all I want to do is just improve my well-being, my mental health, my self-esteem, and also my physical health, because I'm sure all that drinking was doing it no good. So it deserves a bit of a break. So I have 265 days left of this challenge, and so far it is going good. I am realizing that I don't need the drink. I know that I'm still fun when I'm sober. I've already worked out a lot of issues in my head and I've come to terms with a lot of them, and I think that when I do go back on the drink, it will be successful and I will be able to enjoy it and have fun and not get myself down. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you didn't think any less of me. I am just human, so I make stupid mistakes. I have bad mental health days. I'm not perfect, and I know that and I accept that, and I will continue to grow. I know when something is wrong. I can recognize it and know that I need to do something, not just sit on my arse and do nothing. I need to do something to fix the problem, and that is currently what I am doing. So please give this video a wee thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel. I make videos every week. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening, and I hope this hasn't changed how you feel about me. Okay, I love you. Bye bye.